pattern you will need a 4mm crochet hook or the one you meet gauge with, a few stitch markers, scissors, darning needle, measuring tape, and then for the yarn I'm using 2 skeins of this kid silk from Hobby in color 5. But you can also use another mohair or lace weight yarn, 2 strands, or try if you meet gauge with a spot or DK weight yarn, then you can use 1 strand. This pattern will be using US crochet terminology, and you can find all the details about the pattern on coffeeandcrocheting.com. Now let's get started. So to make this stitch you will need to chain a multiple of 12 plus 3. So I will make 2 times 12, that's 24, plus 3, so 27. So I begin with a slip knot and to attach my hook. And then chain 27. So to chain you just yarn over, pull through. So I now have my 27 chains, which we need for our gauge swatch. And then we're going to get started from the 4th chain with a double crochet. We will make a double crochet 4 together. So we will start by yarning over and then insert the hook in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this one. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook. Then we yarn over again, go to next stitch, pull through a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook. So we now have 4 loops on the hook. And we'll pull yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And now this first counted as a part of the DC4 together. So that's why we only made like 3 times. And then you will make 4 times. And then you chain 1. So this is using US crochet terminology. Now we will make a treble crochet. So we yarn over twice, insert our hook in the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, and yarn over and pull through 2 of the loops on the hook. So that's our treble crochet. Then we chain 1. And then make a treble crochet again in the next stitch. So yarn over twice, pull up a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn, and then chain 1. And then again a treble crochet. Now when we've chained 1, we will make a treble crochet, but we will make that in the same stitch as we just did. So now a treble crochet in this same stitch. So it creates a V stitch like that. And then we will make 2 treble crochet like we did before this V stitch. So this is 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and then 1 treble crochet. Chain 1. So now that's our first repeat. So we have treble crochet, chains between, and then the V treble crochet, and then 2 treble crochet, and chains between all of them. And now we will make our DC7 together. So then we yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops. That's the first part of it. And then again, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, repeat until you have 8 loops on the hook. Now I have 8 loops on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or you can count that you have 7 of this half DC here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And then you yarn over and pull through all of the loops. Like that. And then chain 1. And that's the feather and fan repeat. So you make these treble crochet, 2 treble crochet, then the V, 2 treble crochet, and the DC7 together, and chains between all of the stitches. So now we're going to make the treble crochet again, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, and now this treble crochet in that same stitch, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, and a treble crochet. And chain 1. So now I have the like this, and then you would continue to make the DC7 together for the repeat, and you repeat until you have 4 stitches left of the row always. So now we have 4 stitches left, and we'll make DC4 together instead of 7. So you make it in the same way, but continue until you have 5 loops on the hook instead of 8. So we have 5 loops, pull through, and then chain 2. So that was row 1, and then we'll continue with row 2. So for row 2 you will start with the DC2 together. These chains counts as the first part of the DC2 together. So now we will insert our hook in the chain space here after the DC4 together from previous row. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 of the loops on the hook. So that's our DC2 together. And then we will make 11 double crochet, and then they will be made in the treble crochets and the chain space from previous row. So we start with the double crochet here in the treble crochet from previous row, then 1 in the chain space, then in the treble crochet, chain space, treble crochet, chain space. So we make this DC in the treble crochet, this DC in the chain space, then in the treble crochet, then in the chain space, and then in the treble crochet. We now have made 11 double crochet like this. So now we're going to make a double crochet 2 together. So we yarn over, insert our hook here in the chain space before these DC7 together from previous row. Yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook. Then we insert our hook here. We jump across the DC7 together from previous row and insert our hook here. Like that. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, and then pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Then again make 7 double crochet, or 11 double crochet. And they are made in the same way in the treble crochets and the chain spaces. Like that. And then we reached the end of our row. So then we yarn over, insert the hook here in the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, and then insert the hook here in the end of the row, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So we made our DC2 together here in the end of the row by making it in the chain space and in the turning chain from previous row. And then we chain 2 and thereby end row 2. And row 3 is basically a row 1, but now we have our double crochet to make it in. So these turning chains from previous row counts as the first part of the DC4 together. So we skip that first stitch and then begin our DC4 together here from the second. Like this. Meaning we only have 4 loops to pull through, but we pull through all 4 loops. Chain 1 and then make a treble crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, treble crochet in the same stitch or in the next stitch, chain 1, treble crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, so like that. And then we make our DC7 together. Like that. Chain 1, our treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, and now we only have 4 stitches left and we're going to make our DC4 together. and chain 2. And then for our gauge swatch we continue to repeat row 2 and 3 until we have 7 stitches or 7 rows. Like this is, here is our gauge swatch. So we can count the rows here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we measure this to see if it matches the gauge of our pattern. And the pattern then continue with you start with the back side, and that's made in the same way as the gauge swatch basically, but you just have you make more chains in the beginning, and then, so you make the row 1 as in the gauge swatch, and then you continue to repeat row 2 and 3 until it's time to split for the fronts, and I'll show you how to split for the fronts. And the sleeves are also made in the same way, but with a different amount of starting chains than the back or the gauge swatch. But you begin with row 1 and then a repeat of row 2 and 3. And then I'll show you how to assemble the cardigan. So we've now made a full back here. And we are ready to split for the fronts. So then we take a stitch marker and put it in the X number of stitch from each edge, and then in the same counting from the other edge, so 38. And then we will simply continue with a row 3 repeat. So the back ends on row 2, so then we will continue with our row 3 repeat here from our working yarn, and working the repeat until we have 4 stitches left, including the stitch with the stitch mark. So then we skip the first stitch and then make these 4 together with the turning chains counting. So we have our 4 loops and then pull through. Then chain 1 treble crochet, chain 1 treble crochet, chain 1 treble crochet, chain 1 treble crochet in that same stitch, chain 1 treble crochet, and so forth. The row 3 repeat. So we now have 4 stitches left. The stitch marker is in the double crochet 2 together from previous row, and we're ready to finish this row with our DC4 together. So and the final in the stitch with the stitch mark. Pull through, chain 2 and turn, and then continue the repeat here to build the front. So front 1 is growing here, and we will continue with that until it's the same length as the back section. But before I continue, I'll show you how to make front 2. So for front 2, we will attach our yarn here in the stitch with the second stitch mark. Feel free to finish front 1 first if you prefer. So I take 2 new skeins of yarn because I left mine on front 1. And then I'm going to attach my yarn here in the stitch with the stitch marker. So I insert my hook, make a slip knot, chain 2, So then I go to the next stitch here and continue my DC4 together. Like this. And then we just continue the row 3 repeat as on the other side. Until we have 4 stitches left, and then make our DC4 together. So then after that continue your front 2 until that is the same length as front 1 and the back section. And I'll meet you back there. So here we have the front and the back sections finished. They look like this. And now we're going to fold the front sections like this over so that it meets with the back here. And then the same on the other. I left the yarn here on the second front for the ribbing, so I just used a stitch marker here. Now, so they meet here. So it looks like this. And then we're going to seam the fronts here. First we measure down here and put the stitch marker to leave this open for our sleeve opening. The measurement is mentioned in the pattern. And same on the other side. And then we sew from here up to the stitch marker. And same on the other side. And then we will continue here with the border or ribbing. So when you finished your sleeve like this, you just simply fold it in half. And then we take our yarn we left from the beginning and start to seam here. So I will sew using the whip stitch. So then I first insert my hook, or insert my needle. And then I hold on both sides and go through both sides like this. Making sure that stitch come from above. It gives a seam that looks like that. And then continue all the way up. For the sleeve, you just simply place it here where you left the opening. And then start to seam and seam all the way around here and on the bottom side. So first the front here and then turn and go under. And then attach the same there on the other side. So for the border we continue here where we, on the front where we left our yarn, I chained 1. And then we will just make single crochet around here. Aiming up on that side. So we have the right side facing out and just make single crochet around. You will have to see a bit where to place them. Try to get them as evenly as possible. Make a few stitches like this and then see how it looks like. And if it looks even, then that's good. So if you lay it down and it's flat, it's good. If it starts to look wavy, it's too many stitches. If it starts to pull like this, then you have too few stitches. So lay it down and see if it's flat. Then it's a great amount of stitches. To make the band, you insert your hook here in the ribbing, yarn over and make a slip knot, And then we chain. I'll make 41 chains. And then we're just simply going to slip stitch in the back loop. So we turn over the chains, they have the V chains here, and then we turn, and this is the back bump, or yeah, so we're going to slip stitch in the back bump. This is the back bump. So we insert and make a slip stitch. So insert your hook through the back bump, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on the hook. Back bump, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on the hook. And repeat that for every stitch across. And when you reach the final stitch, you go back here to the where you attach your yarn and insert the hook and make a slip stitch, and then pull through the yarn. And this you then just weave in. And now we have our ready band, and we'll repeat that on the other side.